Oh, hey, good morning. Sorry, I was a little dancing to the intro. That song confuses me because it tells me to get up, but I'm supposed to be sitting down to talk to you. So I'm I'm confused. Thanks for coming out this morning. So a bunch of people already to chat. Beckerman, Chop, good morning. Tony, Gene is here. Madam, good morning. Appreciate everybody coming out Saturday morning. Nice day here. Sunny out, like in the high 50s, like 60 degrees today. So pretty nice fall weather for us here. David is here. Good morning. Kyle is here. Appreciate everybody coming out. Bunch of stuff. We're gonna do our normal stuff today. Our we'll talk a little breakfast. Have some pictures that were sent in from the community of what they were eating for breakfast. Um, Zach is here. Good morning. Uh, Comic Journey. There he is. Spent some time with Journey on Thursday at New York Comic Con. We ended the show. We actually went out to dinner. Journey and I. So that was fun, man. Journey is he's a party wherever he goes. I have it. We have an interesting. I have an interesting story about dinner. I mean, dinner was great. We had great conversation. Kind of caught up a little bit about some personal stuff and the community, and then we Journey had a stalker at the restaurant. He makes friends wherever he goes. BLC, I missed you at Thursday's Comic Con. A lot of people there at New York City Comic Con. So we'll get into a little bit of that. There was some people I was hoping to meet and I didn't bump into, but it's a big show, lots of people. So Trev, good morning. Thanks for stopping in. Appreciate you being here. I just want to give away too from Trev his September giveaway. So looking forward to getting that in the mail. I've got a couple giveaways. I'm on a little bit of a hot streak again from the community. So uh, appreciate those wins. Master is here. Master sent me in a breakfast photo. Yeah, no worries. We'll catch up. It's such a big show. Um, you can walk past somebody and not even realize you're walking past them. So, and Thursday wasn't as crowded as I think it was yesterday, and then usually the weekend is a lot more people. So, fanboy, good morning. Um, yeah, yeah, that's pretty much what they said in the intro, right? Uh, Tony, thank you. Yeah, I appreciate watching your channel too. I mean, I don't collect diecast, Hot Wheels and things like that, but had a ton as a kid. Really always liked the superhero related stuff, the Batmobile, 60s Batmobile. Man, I must have had, I had a ton of those as a kid. And then Ertl made a line of diecast in '89 when the Batman movie came out, and love those cars. I don't think I have any of them today, but love the Ertl line that came out with the Batman, the '89 Batman. So, um, Dirts is here. Good morning, sir. Yeah, I mean we've had some we had some crappy weather post the hurricane, and obviously everybody had a, much worse than us down in Florida and the South, but we had some bad rain for a couple days, but now it's been nice. So looking forward to I've got some stuff I got to take care of in the yard, get prepped for the winter coming up, soon enough. Jacob, good morning. Yeah, I mean, it was almost like a date, comic book, New York City Comic Con date after Journey and I went out to dinner. uh, Zach, Comics by the Bay, good morning. I don't know if I highlighted Zach. Zach, good morning. Um, Yeah, I watched the had a great day on Thursday at the con. Came home yesterday. I was off from work, got some stuff settled, then watched the baseball playoffs, and the Mets got their butts kicked. So not a good way to end a Friday. So Phil, good morning. Appreciate you being here. Madam and Master are here. Appreciate you guys. They are some of my biggest breakfast supporters, I think. Just making sure I'm not missing anybody in the chat. Oh no. All right. Let's do that. Let me get the link sent out to Journey. But yeah, no, I had a great time. Met up with a bunch of the community at at Comic Con. Reggie Collects, Doug Bratton, Anachronic Comics, Joe, Will from Couple Comics, Psychedelic Comics. You see Psychedelic in the chat a lot. I mean, he has his own channel, but he doesn't post a lot of content. I know I'm missing somebody. It was funny. I was waiting in line to get in, and I heard a voice behind me, and it was Will from Couple Comics. So he was hanging out. He had a couple of his friends with him, so I got to chat with him for a bit. So yeah, so definitely a good time. Let me just make sure. Where am I? Here we are. Okay, so I'll show you some of the pictures. So Joe and I met, like I said, Reggie Collects, Comics with Bueller. I was chatting with. I didn't get a picture with Bueller. Here's Joe and I hanging out. And let's see. Got a picture. Oh, here's Comic Journey. You can, And then Reggie and Doug. This was at the Short Box booth. They were doing some signings, so got to chat with them. Picked up a couple new isolation books that I didn't have. Oh yeah, missed Pop and Sons too. Missed you guys on Thursday at the at New York Comic Con. Cap, ahoy, mate. Good morning. Appreciate you coming out. Yeah, but no, had a great time. Met up with a bunch of, like I said, a bunch of the community. Chatted with a bunch of people. It was good. Had a good time. Everybody's just. Comic Tom was there. Nerdy Girl was there. But bunch of creators in the comic book community on YouTube. So great. Great. Just catching up and chatting. Shaking hands, fist bump with the community. So. Speaking of crispy bacon, I did make some crispy bacon this week. So that was from last Sunday's breakfast. And then I made myself a nice bacon and egg sandwich. And then we had Aggressively Relaxing sent in his breakfast there, a little pancakes and bacon. And then we had Master send in these high explosive donuts. So, and look who we have. We have driving in from the. I don't know where he's driving from.
Hello, Brian. How is everybody? I figured I'd jump on and give a very rare AM appearance on your show.
Very nice.
Lately we've been doing the things for the creatures of the night, so I figured show everybody I'm not just a vampire. I have ability to walk into the daylight too. So I'm actually in Astoria. You want to know where in Astoria I am?
Sure.
You want to know? I'll show you. Look.
The Midtown Outlet.
You know why I'm here?
My guess is to pick up some comics.
Yeah, but you know why? Here's a little trick. I'm going to tell everybody a little trick of why I'm here. Everybody's over at the con right now, and they're not going to the LCSs and the comic shops. the comic shops are dead this weekend,
Oh, I'm
especially in this
sure.
city. So Midtown is notorious for having these crazy mystery boxes of like entire short boxes and long boxes that they put out on the weekends. And
Oh,
for
okay.
that reason, I'm here because I usually miss out on these boxes. I'm not able to pick them up because you have these mentally defectives that sit here online in the morning and they pick them all up before anybody gets a chance. But here's the problem. You see the store hours. I don't know if you could tell. I don't know if you could tell. You can tell? The store hours are supposed to be, they're supposed to be 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. You know what time it is right now?
It's a little bit after 10.
It's 10:12. 12 minutes after 10. And they haven't opened up. They haven't
Because I
opened
bet
up
you
yet.
all their employees are at the con.
Well, they better freaking open up soon. They're going to get a freaking earful from me. I'll tell you that much. I'm not going to sit here and wait all freaking day. I refuse to wait online at the con. I refuse to wait online here. So they better freaking open up soon because I'm getting freaking annoyed right now. So it's kind of crazy. As if I
Yeah,
didn't have enough.
it's a bad idea not to open on time.
Yes, it's an awful idea. It's an absolute awful idea. And it's an awful idea to give me a freaking sign to walk around telling people what a bad idea is.
I know.
What do
I'm
they
showing the picture now.
Well, what did they think? What did they think by giving me that sign was going to happen? I was going to be nice. They're like, oh, you have to walk around with the sign, and you're gonna walk around the sign like a moron throughout the con, like a moron throughout the con. We're holding that sign up to promote them, so they could give you a stupid free comic, which I got that comic, and then they're like, well, not only do you have to get the sign and walk around like a moron, you got to post it on your IG. Well, how do they know I even have an IG? What did it say? I didn't have an IG. So I have to sit there and walk around, and all of a sudden, when I get there, like, no, you can't have your comic until you have IG. So, well, what am I supposed to do? Make an IG just for them? I'm so happy to have one, but go look at my IG, what I wrote about them. The freaking morons. Yeah, I got more of that to come. I interviewed one of the morons at the booth, and he heard a earful. You'll see some of the interviews I have coming down the line. I
Nice.
promise you. I got Reggie collects too.
Oh, really? So did you go back? Did you go back yesterday?
I went back yesterday because I'm a moron. I didn't have enough pain. I tried. I figured, you know what? Let me try to sell my ticket away, and I wasn't even getting half the money that I paid for it. And I said, screw this. I'll just go anyway for a couple hours and try to get the stuff that I wasn't able to get the first time around. Because honestly, it's exhausting. The freaking cons. These cons
Oh
are
yeah. Oh yeah.
exhausting.
So Phil just made a comment. He's saying that the Astoria outlets closed this weekend. I guess due
Son
to the
of a
con.
bitch.
Yeah, their Facebook page says they're closed.
Son of a bitch. They can't put a sign out there so I don't have to wait here like an ass. Son of a bitch. Look at that. Those bastards. They closed up. So I guess I wasn't that smart.
Too.
I wasn't that smart, I guess.
I just kind of had that feeling because they're probably all their extra staff is probably at the con. I know they had a lot of people at the Midtown booth in NYCC.
Yeah, but why would you close your store? Just leave one person to man it. If that's the case, it's gonna be dead anyway. They're asses. You know, they're asses. And I went to the Midtown booth and they gave me a stupid 20% off on all stuff that there was in there. And how you call it? They didn't tell me that they were gonna be closed. Bad business. Bad idea.
Yeah.
Very bad idea. Son of a bitch. I was going to give you a preview of what it looks like in there. They just ruined my plans. Now what am I going to do? Now I'm going to go get coffee.
Okay.
Well, I got a coffee. I got to finish this coffee first, and then I'm going to have another one.
Nice.
As if I'm not coffee. Yeah, that's what I do. I drink iced coffee. That's what I do. So how was your experience at the con? Were you happy?
Yeah, I was good. I had a good time.
Did it,
I mean, my main goal was really just to, pick up, dig for some books, pick up a couple books, pick up a couple of the exclusives, and just, meet up with some of the community members. So definitely
did did
accomplished all
did
of
you
that.
get that book that's going to be worth a $250 billion, and you could be able to sell it and pay for your kids' colleges and pay your mortgage off and everything? Did you get that one comic?
I don't think I did. I mean, I looked on eBay and I saw some of the exclusives selling for, 30, 40, $50 above what they were going for at the con. So that was interesting. I didn't see too many sales of those books on eBay, but they're up. A bunch of people. And then I saw a bunch of people on Whatnot and Drip doing, Comic Con exclusive live streams. So, but I didn't really pay much attention to see what any of those books sold for. So.
What was your favorite booth that you went to?
Um, there were a lot of exclusive covers and Comic Mint, and I think we talked about it. The Comic Mint had probably the longest line at one point because they had I don't know 15, 20 exclusives that seemed to be pretty pretty hot. So
Well, screw them, man. I was gonna wait on that line. I told you that. There was a line out the freaking door. I waited until everybody got off the lines. Everybody, and I waited about like 4 or 5 hours later. I got online and I bought what I wanted. Yeah, I didn't get that foil cover that everybody was coveting. I don't care. I got what I wanted. I was gonna pay freaking $50 for a stupid foil cover anyway.
yeah,
You
that
know,
was the
but
Hell Crow foil cover. Yeah, I picked up a few from Comic Mint. I picked up, and I think we both did. We picked up DJ Lynx's The End #1, the con exclusive.
yeah, that was a nice one, and I got
Yeah,
it signed by
yeah,
the artist, which was nice as well. I got a couple things. I got Reggie's exclusives over there as well,
yeah, yeah.
and
I picked up
made him sign
books
it,
from him.
so that
Yeah,
was nice. You know, but
yeah. I mean, I picked up the exclusives. Really, there were a few that I wanted to keep. A couple Spider-Man covers that I wanted to keep in my personal collection, and then I'll probably the other. If I picked up any doubles, I'll do. I'll use them as giveaways.
I got, for the most part, singles, unless they were affordable. Like, I wasn't gonna pay more than 10, 20 bucks if it were for doubles. I just, like, I had to limit myself. I said, you know what, I'm going to taper myself off. I'm not going to spend the big wad on all the exclusive. I'd rather get stuff that actually would stay in my collection. This stuff I got, maybe I give away, maybe I put them on as incentives on Whatnot just to get rid of some other books I have, or like, stuff like that.
Right.
But it's too, I don't know. I would
Well,
go up to this booth and you'd say, you look at the books. They look like ordinary books, and they're selling for $30, $40. I'm like, what the hell? Like, seriously, what the hell?
Well, yeah,
It
no,
was,
I mean, I think the Comic Mint they probably had it, and I'm probably the numbers way under, but they had at least 10 exclusives that were selling for $40 each, and they were limited to 1,000 prints. So that's 40 grand per run. And what are they paying for those books? They're probably paying pennies on a dollar for the cover, and then if they have to give, what are they paying the artist for the exclusive cover?
I
You
would
know,
probably say that they're making at least, conservatively speaking, 50% profit margins on there,
Yeah. So,
because
so a
the
thousand
artist
print
could
run
have
at
cost
forty
some money.
bucks. That's 40 grand. So they're netting 20.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah,
Pretty
and
much.
they had
It's an investment to start with. You got to make sure you sell out to get that point. I mean, I'm sure there's a few times where people like really do colossal failures,
oh,
where
I'm
they
sure.
don't sell out, and then they're forced to like liquidate it at lower prices and that kind of thing. I'm sure that has to be the case in some scenarios, but you know what? If they had lower starting points on a lot of these books, I think it would, one, keep more people buying. It would sell out faster, and it would cause more scarcity that way. But it's everybody's going for the money grab right now, and I'll tell you something. The dealers are feeling it at the cons. I'll tell you something. I beat the crap out of a couple of dealers as far as getting prices on some of these books, because I'm not going to pay. I'm not going to pay what the hell they imaginary think it's worth.
Yeah, but I mean, you looked, like I said, the Comic Mint had a long. I mean, it probably had 100 people or so deep, and I when I bought my books, there was a woman in front of me, and she probably spent close to $1,000 on just the DC, the Detective Comics, facsimile, and the Action Comics #1 facsimile. So,
Did you
I mean,
get those?
no, I didn't pick those up. I have, I picked them up from my local LCS, but I didn't pick up because I think they were a foil or something, but I didn't pick those up. But like I said, the woman in front of me, and obviously she must have been buying them for, for resale, but, she dropped, I think it was $1,000.
I didn't pick them up either, and for the same exact reason that you did. I picked them up at my LCS when they came out, and really, like, one, okay, it's a shinier freaking cover, but at the same
Right.
time, like, am I expecting this thing to like go astronomical? These things have been reprinted multiple times, over and over and over again. It's not as if it's like a special for one-time deal where they were reprinted.
Yeah, no,
There's
I
nothing
was,
special
when
about them, in my opinion.
after we left, after we split up after dinner, I took the train home, Long Island Railroad home, and so I had an hour or so to sit on the train, and I was thinking about the money, where I spent my money, and I was having a little bit of buyer's remorse on some of those exclusives. I'm like, why did I? I mean, again, there were 2 or 3 Spider-Man that I wanted to keep in the PC, and the others I'm going to be using as giveaways on my channel, but I was like, wow, I spent, I don't know, I probably spent $150 on exclusives, and I could have used that for really books that I wanted in my PC. And I'm like, why am I paying $30 for, a reprint or a facsimile of a book with yeah, it's got a great cover, but I was like, wow, I don't know if I really want to continue to go down, that road, spending money on those type of books. So.
Me neither. I'll tell you something. I mean, there has to be something special. First of all, I refuse to buy anything that they were calling exclusive unless it had the New York City Comic Con exclusive stamp on
Yeah,
it.
yeah, little logo, their logo, yeah.
Because that at least made it somewhat special. Because you could only get it at that event. But they were selling a lot of exclusives that did not have them. Even though they're saying, "Oh, they're exclusive to Comic Con." Bullshit.
Right, right.
Bullshit.
They weren't specifically
But
printed. Yeah, I'm sure,
when you
and I'm sure
sell
some of those books you'll be able to buy online, next week. So if they didn't
exactly, not
sell
only
out,
that, if they don't sell out, they're going to sell the rest of them at the next con and the next con. It's not like just the only place that you could sell. I saw places selling San Diego Comic Con exclusives. Like, they
oh
had a whole
really?
box of them.
Yeah, so they had
And
them left
hold on a
over.
second. So what's special about that now?
Yeah.
So at the very least, I wanted to see that stamp of approval, or whatever the hell you want to call it, of FDA of Comic Con exclusive on there. So
Right,
it's
right. Phil,
it's something that, like, it just irks me. I had no problem whatsoever spending some money on comics that I knew were exclusive by some of our community members. Like, I bought, like you said, Links. I bought his stuff. I bought Reggie stuff. Comic, whatchamacallit, Nerdy Girl. I got
oh,
hers.
okay.
Comic Elite, I went to, and honestly, he's a nice guy. I know he got a lot of shit in the past as far as them blasting him on his the way he conducts himself. He's a nice guy, and he actually is a good businessman. So I'll give him credit on that one. Who else did I get stuff from?
So Phil
Mom,
asked
mom,
Phil asked
mom
you a
and pops.
question. he wanted to know, would you wait in line for anything, for any SIGs or exclusives?
No more than 10 minutes. No more. That's my rule. If I saw there's a line of anybody more than 20, 30 people, then and it's not moving, I won't wait.
Right. Yeah.
You know what? Unless the ghost of Stan Lee was sitting at the end of that line, and I got an opportunity to meet him and have him sign some stuff, which I met him in when I was a kid, but you know I was a stupid kid and I didn't get him to sign because I got irritated that there was a 2-hour line back then in the 90s. That's the only person, like those are the only type of people I would actually sit and wait on a line for. I wanted to go meet Elvira.
Oh,
And,
that's
and
right. Yeah.
get,
And you told me, she sold out.
she sold out and for both days. And I was like, what the hell? And not only that, she wasn't cheap to go have her, like, I didn't care about getting her to sign. I wanted to take a picture with her and maybe grab her boob or something, but I couldn't do that. So like that didn't work. And she was charging $95, a freaking 70 plus old Elvira charging $95 for a picture, and this sold out. How crazy was that?
Yeah, I was surprised. I mean, there was certainly a lot of money being spent at the Comic Con for sure.
Yeah, they would. There's a lot of people that are saying that people are not willing to spend money and stuff like that. No, they're spending money. They're spending money and ridiculous amount of money. I was on. Some guy screwed me so bad. I was in the middle. I got a nice bundle, and I was in the process of negotiating. And some guy, I don't know where this guy came from. He came from the deepest, darkest depths of hell, and he freaking came in there, and he's like, "Oh, let me take a look at those Wolverine #1s. You know, the Frank Miller ones. They had like 4 of them on the wall. And like, how much are these?" The guy like rattled off a few prices. It's like, all right, I'll take them all. Then he's like this, no negotiation or nothing. Then he asked for a couple other things. Okay, I'll take them all. And the guy ended up spending like $7 grand on freaking
Wow.
books. I was doing the quick calculations in my head as far as what he was buying them for, and I'm like, this son of a bitch didn't even negotiate. He even tried to like I don't know, get a throw in. He didn't do it, and I'm like, how am I gonna freaking negotiate now? Like they're gonna be like this. This guy just
Yeah,
bought
yeah.
all
Somebody,
this.
yeah. The guy next to you is paying full price. Yeah, it's hard to.
And I'm only buying a couple $100 worth of books, and I want to sit there and negotiate. Like, what the hell? Like, what the fuck? You just, and I wanted those books too. I mean, I got them for a decent price, but I still, like, I was so
Yeah,
annoyed.
yeah.
You know?
No, I know what you
Uh,
mean. It kind of it kills your negotiating power if the guy next to you is dropping $7 grand and paying full price. Yeah, it's kind of tough to.
and his girlfriend's like, "Why do you need that?" And he's like, "I'm just buying it.
No,
I like it. It's for the collection." I'm like, "Holy shit! This guy, I don't know what the hell his deal was." But I
main
don't.
event feels like we're on a stakeout here. We're waiting for the criminal to come around that corner.
Well, that's what we're doing right now. We're on the corner of Broadway and 41st Street. And the reason I'm not moving is because I don't have my suction cup thing that I usually put on my window, and I don't want to drive with my hand as I'm
Yeah,
walking
yeah,
through.
no,
So
that makes sense.
I figure I stay here at the parking spot.
So,
And
E-Man says it sounds like you need to make a video, just like Chip did on the acetate gate, so it could go viral.
well, I could actually put a lot of videos together, and tell you guys a few things. I actually was. I'll tell you what booth I had my worst experience with. That I was really, really irritated and upset with, and they actually got me to the point where I had to like pull multiple people in so they could answer my questions, and like I caused a little bit of a scene there
Oh wow!
just because I was so irritated, and that was with CGC.
Oh wow! Okay,
Yeah,
yeah, I'd like to hear that story.
yeah. I mean, I will be to give you short stories. The long story short, they basically wouldn't answer my question. I gave him a very simple question, which was, well, first of all, I asked him, Are you doing anything promotional? Are you giving any kind of discounts, any kind of promotion for the con for any like per people signing up with you or anything like that? And blah blah blah. Nothing, nothing. They're giving crap out. Like, okay, so you want new customers, but you're not doing anything. Fine, that's your business model. That's your prerogative. But the thing that they had people there that were supposedly the professionals. They were selling that new grading book that they had out there, and I bought one of them because now I'm going to go through it page by page by page, and I'm going to dissect the hell out of it, and I'm going to go through every single slab I have, and if it doesn't meet those measurements, you better believe CGC is going to get a letter from me notarized along with the slabs and point out the defects that they're saying are should be this or that, and if they don't don't do the right thing, they're gonna have a nice little lawsuit. And it's not only me complaining on the public forums just to get a reaction. I swear I will give them shit like they never saw before because I asked them a very simple question. When I put something through a walkthrough, which I am getting charged at a 3% rate of what the value is, how will you be charging me? Will it be based on the value of the book as I sent it in, raw? Because there's a difference between a raw book and a book after it gets graded.
Oh, sure.
So they all gave me blank stares. Nobody had an answer. I'm like, I don't care who's going to give me the answer. One of you like 20 people that are sitting here, somebody's got to know. Obviously, every time I called up, nobody's telling me because I have a few big books I want to send in, but it's going to affect me on how much I'm going to pay to get them graded.
Sure. Yeah,
and I would like to budget like a normal human being and know how much it's going to cost me ahead of time, roughly, before I give it in. So they freaking turned around and they would give me the lip service. They try to blow me off. One of the persons grabbed the phone call while I'm talking to them. And then I tell the other person, I said to her, oh, so she's basically going to grab an imaginary phone call right now. So she ignores my call. And I got really annoyed at that point because I finish what we're doing right now. And then we'll go forward. Because I was honestly I had a couple books with me that I purchased. I would, if they answered the questions the right way, I was going to open up a membership and just submit them in on the spot because I would have shaved the shipping if I did it, at least one way. So not only did they irritate me, not only did they not give me the answer correctly, at the end somebody said to me, "Well, we will charge it based on what the final grade is," and I said, "Okay." But will it be based on a grade of a book that is being sold encapsulated, or will it be raw? And the person turns around and says encapsulated. I said, well, that's interesting. So you're going to charge me the higher rate after it's encapsulated. So what's there to stop you from bumping it up for one reason or another so you could charge me more? Where's the don't you see a little bit of conflict of interest?
Yeah, no, definitely.
So how to do that?
Master Blaster saying it. When he submitted books, that they've stuck to the value that he assigned when he submitted them.
Well, I don't know how big the books were that Master Blaster sent out. One of the big books I want to send out is X-Men #1, the original 1960s X-Men. That's an expensive freaking book.
Right, yeah.
And I'm not sure where they're graded on right now because now I have the book. So now, you know what? Before I send it out, if I send it out, I will have a really, really good idea where it's going to come up. But it could fall anywhere between a 1 and a 2.0 or even a half. Who knows what the hell they're going to turn around and do. But every single half a point on that book that goes up is a significant amount of money. So
Master said he submitted a 181, a Hulk 181, and whatever value he assigned, they stuck with it.
All right, that's actually a little bit helpful.
He assigned a value of 3K, and it came back a 9.0.
All right, so he got a lucky break. You know what? if he was buying it raw at a 9.0, that's about what it's worth raw. Encapsulated, it's worth a lot more than that.
Right.
So
wait,
maybe that's what they're
the
doing.
drug deal's going down in front of you. Look at this guy in front of you there.
Oh, I'm watching everybody right now. I'm staking everybody out
Looks
over
like
here.
the deal's going down.
Wouldn't it be great if we see some like crazy cat? Look at this.
Well, I gotta interrupt you for a second. We've got a request. Jimmy G's here, and a couple of the others has asked for the dancing girls. So
what the hell?
You down with LCS? You down with LCS? You down with LCS? Who's down with LCS? You down with LCS? You down with LCS? You down with LCS? Who down with LCS?
all right, now we can get back. Oh, yeah, I think this guy's checking you out in front of you here. The stakeout's on. Keep an eye on that guy in the shorts there.
Yep, something's going on. Something is amiss. Something is amiss. Then I got this freaking homeless guy. He keeps looking at me over here. What the hell is he doing? What the hell is he doing? Look at his face. Look at that face.
He's waiting for Midtown to open.
Yeah, well, maybe that's the guy they have working at Midtown. Who knows? Maybe they didn't tell him they're closing. But I don't know. New York. That's how it is. But there was some good deals there. The biggest complaint, like I said, was the booth, and I'm going to elaborate. I'm going to get really, really deep into that whole thing. I just gave you the short of that thing, but yeah, CGC's on my most wanted list right now. They just made the list. You know, they're basically now on my very, very close to the top of my shit list. So. You know, it's hard to get up there because I got some really shitty people up there.
Yeah, that's interesting that you would think if they're sending folks to the con that they would be, the people with the answers. But I saw that a lot. I mean, I know a lot of the vendors will hire, people that they just hire for the weekend, local people to kind of sit at the booth and make sure nobody's stealing anything or that kind of deal. So sometimes you get people that just don't know, that much about, what's going on. So
what are they going to steal at the CGC booth? It's like freaking
no, not CGC, but some of the other booths. I noticed that, because I would ask somebody a question and the guy, like I was hunting for Miles Morales books, and a lot of times vendors will sort them differently. Sometimes they put them in the M section. So, because Miles has a couple different titles, sometimes they lump them in with Spider-Man. So I would always ask the vendor, hey, where are your Miles Morales books? And a lot of times I'd get like a blank stare, and then they'd have to go ask somebody, and then, they'd let me know. But so I think there's a lot of people that that are at those cons just for the con, and they don't really know that much detail. But yeah, you think CGC would kind of send their top people. So
see, you're lucky that you actually found some booths that actually had them organized at least by letter.
Yeah,
by letter,
there were a lot that were not.
There was so much freak. I couldn't find. I had specific books that I really wanted, and I got so frustrated. I said, "Screw it. I'm not going to waste my time sitting there and shuffle through all their crap, trying to find whatever I have. They don't even know their inventory." That's the thing that's even sadder. I would ask them for specific things. Do you have this? I don't know. You have to look. What the hell kind of answer is that? I don't know. You have to look. It's very specific books that, and some of them are higher value. So you should, off the top of your head, have an idea if I have something like that or whatever the case is. But no, because they just throw all their shit in boxes, and they're thinking that, People are going to just sit there and not only that, they're messing up the freaking comics too. I saw there's some nasty people out there with their freaking boogers hanging out and all that stuff. Speaking of which, what happened to the mask mandate? There was supposed to be a mask mandate.
Yeah, they did say everybody was supposed to wear masks, and they were, making sure that people had them when they came in. But as soon as people hit the floor, people were taking them off. I mean, I saw a lot of the vendors not wearing them. It was interesting. I mean, I wore my mask most of the time because just being around that amount of people. I mean, even I don't want to get sick, COVID, or even just a cold. I'd rather not. I don't want to. I don't want to get sick, so I wore my mask most of the time. So.
See, I was
big
putting out
Lion Cat's telling you can go over to Royal Collectibles. He says make a right on Broadway, and you'll you've been to Royal before, right?
Yeah, Royal's in the web. It's a Middle Village though. It's not in Astoria. I don't think. It's in Middle Village or Middle Village.
Okay.
Or Glendale, somewhere around there. It's not Astoria. Here in Astoria, the big ones are Silver Age Comics, which that's my LCS that I go to now. You have obviously the Midtown Comics outlet here, and I don't think there's anything else that's left. I think all the other ones closed down. To be quite honest with you.
Oh, so Big Lion Cat's saying Royal's got 2 stores.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Really? Maybe I'll check it out then. I'll go to Royals. No, you know what? I'm not.
They had a pretty good booth at the. So they do have one in Flushing. It opens at noon.
Yeah, I'm not going to do the only reason I came to Midtown today was a very specific agenda. I bought enough crap this weekend. I don't need to buy any more. I was specifically going for those long boxes and short boxes, mystery boxes. So basically what they do is they sell bulk comics. Now you don't know what the hell you're going to get, but for the most part, it's like moderns from the past 10 years that they have overstock on.
Okay.
The most you would probably get in doubles are like triplicates of stuff here and there, which it's annoying to get the triplicals, but the thing that makes them good is like you'll pay like $70 or $80 for a long box of DC or Marvel.
Oh wow!
And that's about 250-ish comics, something around there. So you do the math of what it breaks down to. It's actually a pretty good price for it. And the reason I like those kind of boxes is even though a lot of the books are not like high value books, like dollar books, I guess you could use. Every so often you find there's like hidden gems that are in there. Plus, because I started doing those whatnot auctions, they're great books to put up for $1 for people to bundle up and that kind of stuff and get cheap comics. So I could pass up the value to other people and at the same time intrigue them to buy the other stuff I want to put on there. So that was my agenda today, to try to. It failed as normal. The homeless guy is gone. He's gone. I ignored him for too long. Oh, actually, no. Is that him? I think that's him over there.
You got some bags on the sidewalk there. What's going on there?
I don't know. Look at that. Look at that. Somebody just abandoned their shopping there.
Maybe there's some comics in there.
You want some Downey? Holy shit! There's money in there. There's money in there. I could see it from here.
Wow.
I could see a $1 bill right through the bag. I'm not touching it though.
It's a trap.
I don't know. I'm not touching it. I could maybe get syphilis from it. I don't know what the hell is in those bags. It might be one of those situations hey,
no, that's a different guy.
You just got $1, but guess what? Now you got freaking AIDS. I don't know. I don't want to freaking go near those bags. I don't know what the hell's in them.
It's the bait. They set a trap. It's a sting.
It looks like somebody just left their shit over there. That's kind of crazy, huh? Wait, hold on. I'm a little closer. I'm gonna show you. Hold on.
New York City. You never know.
Hold on. I'll show you.
All right, here we go. We got Journey on patrol now.
All right, I got you on Bluetooth, so I might not have some audio, but I'm gonna go close so I can give a close up, and I'll come back and I'll tell you about it.
All right.
Hold on.
Yeah, he's right. Look at that. He spotted the dollar from the car. There he is. We're gonna watch Journey get assaulted live.
Careful, somebody's gonna take your downy. Okay. All right. You can hear me now?
Yeah, he snuck out. He came out of nowhere.
So it's a homeless guy stuff. You saw that he has money in the freaking bags. Like,
I know.
what the hell?
I thought we were going to see an assault live on camera.
He's like, amigo, amigo, amigo. I'm like, oh, okay. I'm like, somebody's going to steal your freaking downy. What the hell?
Wow.
Look at this
See,
guy.
I mean,
Why is
there's
he
never
doing
a
that?
dull moment when you hang out with Journey. So I mentioned it earlier, right? We grabbed dinner after Comic-Con on Thursday, and the maitre d', the manager of the restaurant, had a man crush on Journey. The guy came and sat with us. He sent us dessert after our dinner on the house. He was, this guy was all over Journey.
That was interesting. I'll tell you that much. That was very, very interesting. Between him, the busboy that was asking us some bizarre questions about the weather. What the hell
that's
is
right.
he
Yeah,
asking?
the busboy came to us. He was taking our plates, and he came up to us and he says, "How's the weather outside?" And this was at this is 5:30, 6 o'clock at night. He obviously had to come into work, so he must have been outside at some point. So, but he was asking us about the weather.
Yeah, but like even when we answered him, we're like, "Hey, it's warm." He started giving us like a whole narrative of being a cold, but they say it's going to be cold. Well, yeah, but it's warm. No, but they're saying it's going to be cold. Well, it's warm. Well, they're saying, I'm like, what the hell is this? I just gave you a look like, well, I'm a fucking
Yeah, I know. I
magnet
was
for
kind of.
people.
I didn't know why he was asking us that.
I'm a magnet for this kind of stuff. For some reason or another, like I go somewhere and like, and it's not like I'm sitting there and having like I'm engaging and starting the conversations. They see my freaking face, and for some reason, like, hey, this guy's a moron. He's gonna sit there and listen to me. Oh, we're losing him. What happened? What happened? What happened to Brian? What happened to Brian? What happened to Brian? Maybe he had to go take a shit. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe the breakfast got to have his, maybe maybe he has to do the business, the business. Look at that. Look at that. Look, nice. Only New York City. Freaking guys going around with electric scooters on the freaking sidewalks. Good job. Good job, you freaking degenerate. But hey, I don't know if anybody could see what's in the chat. I can't see it. Let me see if I could see what's in the comments. I hope to see. Does this count for getting outside today? Philtastic. LOL. I can't watch this all day. Look at this. Another guy with the freaking scooter. Look, everybody's running around with their electric scooters. Oh, look at me! I got a scooter and I'm buzzing around. That's one of the freaking things that you got to worry about when you're sitting there and you're freaking driving around in the city. You got all these morons that don't know how to use the proper type of traffic rules. Let me see the chat. I have to keep switching screens. The guy had two. Stop that man. Look at me. Yes, look at me, Beckerman. Yes. Hashtag look at me. You all have to start using the. You all have to start using the hashtag look at me. You have to.
I'm going to be doing a look at me video. I'm going to be showing off all my my Comic-Con haul that I got. So
it's very important that you all start to, you all are using the hashtag grow together. But I'm going to tell you something. The look at me is much more powerful. you need to be using the hashtag Look at Me. It's super important that you share this notion, this movement with the rest of the community. Extremely important. Stop the insanity. What insanity? This is just a normal day in my life, Jacob.
So what's on the schedule for the rest of the day? So now no Midtown outlet. What's the big plans?
The plan is I am probably going to sit down. I'm going to do a video. I'll probably do a stream to show off some of the crap I got from the con. Probably have to take all the bullets and everything and attacks that I've been taking for the past few days over the conspiracy. How am I going to even call those last couple streams I had of insanity? You know what I'm talking about with the nonsense I was dealing with freaking people deleting. By the way, I'm gonna address this at the stream. No more blue wrench for everybody. Everybody lost their blue wrench privileges. I had a blue wrench war that happened on my last stream.
Yeah, if you don't play nice with the blue wrench, you're gonna lose your privileges. I understand.
Well, you know what? I had a blue wrench war. They were canceling each other left and right. Everybody was canceling. Cancel this, cancel that, cancel this, cancel that. What the hell? Like, I was trying to sit there and do an honest stream and actually heartfelt stream, and I'm having freaking comment wars. Oh, I don't like your comment. I'm deleting you. Then the other blue wrench. Oh, yeah, I'm going to delete you. Oh, I'm going to put you in the corner. I'm going to publish. Oh, what the hell are you showing us now? Of course, another Spider-Man. Spider-Man.
Well, it's the only book I read this week. This is the new Spider-Man. You picked this up, right? The new Dan Slott book.
I did not pick up that version. I did pick up the version that they had at the con. They had one with the black Spider-Man on it, which is really nice. The Jusco cover.
Yeah, no, that's not this Spider-Man. I thought it was. I looked at that book. That's actually the John Romita Jr. series #1.
Oh, what the hell?
I know. I was under the impression that it was this series, the new Dan Slott.
What the hell?
But it's not.
That's not cool. What the hell's? Was it like 3 series too late for that one? When was the Romita series come out?
Romita started. Well, it's about 10-ish. It's 10 issues in right now.
Oh, wait, the Romita. Oh, you mean the last series?
The last one, the one that just recently started.
Why did it reboot after 10 issues?
Well, it didn't reboot. They have the John Romita story still ongoing, but the Dan Slott story is a new Spider-Man book.
But aren't they both Amazing Spider-Man?
No, one's just Spider-Man. That's the Dan Slott, and the
John Romita. Is too much for me, man. I can't do this, man. This is enough. Enough of this freaking insanity. I think he's a drug dealer. I'm telling you, this hobo, there's something up with him. I'm telling you, what is he doing over there with his plastic bags and books and money? Something's wrong.
Maybe he's laundering money. He's got the Downey and he's got cash in a bag. Maybe he's.
That is possible. That is possible. Oh my God. I'll give everybody. If anybody hasn't gone to the con, I will give everybody a very, very helpful safety tip. In all seriousness, real seriousness, because I knew what the deal was, but there's a lot of people get caught up. What happens is sometimes as you're going to the con and you're coming outside of the con, there's these guys that they sit there, they cuddle up on the sidewalks and the streets, and they try to they come up to you. There's a lot of people that give you stuff. They give away stuff like to people walking up and down to get them to see their products. Well, they'll come up to you like them, and they'll give you one of their CDs that supposedly they made for themselves. This is my new music. So what they do is they try to get you to take it from them, and then they're like, "I'm not interested." And I'm like, you took it from me. You're gonna buy it from me, and they try.
No, I've had that walking through New York City. Yeah.
and they basically they try to harass you, and sometimes they really intimidate people. They scare the shit out of them until they pay them and give them some money. It didn't fly with me because I'm like, keep your fucking CD, and I don't want to touch you, and whatever the case is. And they're like, hey, that's not cool, whatever the case. I don't give a shit, you know. But you got to be very careful. You got to be very, very careful with that, and they'll mess with you. Oh, there you go. Look at that.
We always do. I always do a giveaway, so we're with in your honor. We'll do the look at me for the giveaway this week.
Very good, very good. Should I enter it and troll everybody? No, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that. I troll enough people.
So everybody enter the hashtag, and we'll do our normal giveaway.
All right, you guys are lucky. I'm a very lucky person, so I win all the giveaways. So I'm not entering this one. I'm gonna let you all get the look at me. Are you gonna give away something really cool?
I have a short box full of books that we pull books from. I do the back and the front to back action that you like so much.
Front to back is okay. Just don't go back to front. Very unsanitary.
I borrowed the idea from Rob Fat Stax.
I'm glad you didn't adopt his back to front antics because promoting that to the community is not a very good idea. It's kind of gross. It's kind of gross.
All right. We've got 19 entries. Give everybody another couple seconds. I know there's a little bit of a delay. So,
how many people are in the chat right now? I can't see.
22.
How many likes do you have on this damn channel, on this video right now?
Looks like I have 26. So we're trending ahead of the. We've had a few people drop in, drop off. So
yeah, we need more likes. You should actually not give them anything until you get 50 likes. And if you don't get to 50 likes, you stop streaming and you start again tomorrow.
Remy Q said if Journey wins, he will want to send it to Lithuania.
No, Mongolia. Mongolia is where we. Yeah,
that's it. You have a big fan base in Mongolia. That's right.
I have a huge fan base in Mongolia. I'm starting to really get in deep into the Congo right now. I'm stretching to a lot of areas that have been ignored in the past internationally.
All right, we're running the giveaway. Let's see who wins. Remy Q.
Oh,
send him a chainsaw. I have to send it to Lithuania now.
Send him a chainsaw.
All right.
You know what a chainsaw would go for in Lithuania right now?
All right. This is one of the books I just added to the box. The little Batman Superman number 11. It's Remy's first win. We've got it's a DC so far. Legion of Superheroes 6. Here, let me make me big here. It's book number 2 for Remy. Wow, it's all DC so far for Remy. I know Amazon's Attack number 1. That's first issue. Thought it was a one shot. All right, we got to pull some Thor or Hulk for Remy. There we go. Little Adventures of the X-Men with Spidey and the Beast. And the last one is, another. We are DC Superman number 22. That's a great cover. All right, those are the 5 books, Remy. Remy, I'm sure I know I have your address. I'll get those out to you.
I'm absolutely shocked that there's not a Spider-Man book in there.
Well, Spider-Man was on one of the covers. I have watched Spider-Man.
I guess that counts.
All right, now you're on the move. All right, you following the perp?
I don't know where the hell I'm going right now. I'm gonna head back to so I could get some stuff done from my office, and then I don't know where life will take me. But
I forgot to mention before you jumped on. So I always do shout outs too. I've got 2 shout outs for this week. It is 2 channels that don't have a big amount of viewers. They're down. I have the links down in the description. DOS Comics, DOSS Comics, and both of these channels are very light watching. They basically do a comic haul a week, so very very low commitment if you do sub. So go sub them up. DOS Comics, and then JDA3 Comics, another guy who just basically does comic hauls once a week. So pretty low viewer commitment. So definitely go check those 2 channels out. So, and I know Philtastic has his stream at 11 too. That's just about to kick off. So,
by the way, Philtastic is a freaking liar. He's a liar, like a real big liar. Wasn't he you that he had on for like 7 minutes something? What was it? What's the
7-minute story? But yeah, we were on for like an hour and 20 minutes.
He's full of shit. 7 minutes. I'm sitting there. 8 minutes, 9 minutes, 10 minutes, 12 minutes, 100 minutes. I'm sitting there for many more minutes than freaking 7 minutes. He's a liar. He's a liar, and you better not have me on that show, because I can assure you I'm going to hold you on there for like 6 hours just to keep you ransom. But Phil is actually starting to put out some decent look at me stuff right now.
Phil's got a good channel. I enjoy his stuff.
He's getting with the program, except he's not putting the hashtag look at me. So he's got to step it up. I like that 7-minute concept. 7. I'm a liar. It's not 7 minutes, but I like that. That's different. It's kind of a troll that he's doing people. Yeah, I'm here for 7 minutes, but I'm not here for 7 minutes. Look at this. Well, look at this. Like you got the guys with scooters. They are like city bikes, and they're gonna run in the middle of the street like they own it.
Oh wow! Yeah, look at this. Are you getting a little cranky?
Did you see that prick that was that went down the sidewalk with his electric scooter? They do that a lot here. They do that a lot here. You want to do a study of human cultures and stuff like that. Just take a drive down Steinway Street. You'll see. You'll see all the weirdness. And look at
the guy riding the bike right in front of you. Wow.
You see that?
Yeah, you got to be on your toes when you're driving. And
they own the roads. Yeah, you know what? And if I run over the guy, you know what? It's my fault.
Yes,
it's my fault. Maybe I do something good for society by running this guy over and make an example out of him. But hey, I don't like jail, so that's not going to work well for me.
Yeah, no, that wouldn't be good.
No, but you see, this is all the crap that you get. You want to see something else? That's weird. Look, you see the corner from here? Can you get a good look at what the corner, the cigar and candy store? You see where around the corner what it has? Yeah. You got weed everywhere. Everybody has weed. Oh, you want to go to the candy store and get some Bazooka Joe? Have some weed. You want to go get a Gatorade? Have a big bunch of marijuana with that. Can you see me? Can you see?
Yep, we got you.
That's why I avoided doing this, but I'm doing it for you. I'm doing it for you, so you can see. You got one of the last standing Cold Stone creameries here, and Chubby's Burgers. That's a really good
Cubbies.
good advertisement for a burger joint. As if I'm not chubby enough, I need to go to somewhere called Chubby's and eat more and get chubbier. But yeah, this is what we're looking at right now. Weed everywhere, and degenerates flying around with their freaking scooters, and yeah, yeah. Welcome to 2022. This is what you got. Aren't you
Yeah.
happy you're in Long Island?
Oh yeah. Well, I was surprised. It's the first time I was back in New York City in a little bit, and yeah, there was there was a lot of smoking going on, a lot of weed smoking going on. And Penn
Did
Station,
you see?
I was shocked that Penn Station is completely under construction. No, nothing open in Penn Station at all, other than being able to take the train. So it was a little bit of a surprise.
I would smell weed all over the how you call it, the
The
convention
con,
inside
yeah,
the
yeah,
Javits Center.
yeah.
They're smoking left and right. That's so, but I can't smoke my cigarettes. But you could smoke your weed and get the whole world high over your secondhand smoke. That's okay, no problem. But I can't smoke my freaking Marlboros. That makes a lot of sense. A lot of sense whatsoever. Well, you know what? There's herbal and medicinal things to it. So we're doing you a favor by getting you high. How does that work? It's ridiculous. Ridiculous. But you know why they're doing it? There's a lot of money to be made from the government taxing marijuana right now. A
Oh
lot of
yeah.
money.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah. Between legalizing marijuana and sports gambling, I think New York has brought in like I don't know. It's a crazy amount of money. Like they're bringing in
Do you know how much that's going to help you? All that extra revenue?
zero.
Exactly. Exactly.
I don't know where it's going, but they're bringing in a ton of money.
Oh, it's not coming. It's not helping us. I can assure you.
Oh no. Yeah,
Look
our
at the,
taxes haven't gone down.
look at the name of this place. Gone Wrong Pizza Lounge. That's a good name for a place. Gone Wrong.
Yeah, you got to check out Remy's music video that he did for DJ Lynx.
Oh, I did.
There was
Oh,
some
I did.
mention of edibles in that video, I believe.
I did. I was very impressed by Remy's video and his rapping skills, and I was there while they were doing live. I was very, very impressed.
Yeah, that whole
Very.
show was great. Everybody did a great job. Biggie, Shaq, Drac. Yeah, it was fun. It was fun.
I just want to see Biggie Jack get upset with somebody again. That'd be great. But
I'm telling you, Biggie Shaq is very quickly becoming my favorite channel. He is just when I first and this was all on me when you personally when I first it's kind of like that first impression. You see him and you're like, what's going on with this guy? But then as you get to know him, as you watch his streams, he's a very interesting guy, but he's a family guy. But you look at him and you think, what's going on? And then you peel back the layers a little bit, and he's quickly becoming my favorite.
oh, he's got a lot of layers with all that clothing he puts on himself and all that stuff like that. But he's an interesting character. Whenever I catch him, I like to catch him live.
Yeah, his live streams are the best. Yeah.
Yeah, but he's the kind of guy that you really want to catch when he's live, because he's a good guy to trigger. You throw a couple of comments, he's good to get going. So, he thinks he's Randy Savage, but he's not. But he's got this thing about him. He's got that it factor. Let's just say that he's got that it factor. I don't know what that it is, but he's got it. So. He's an interesting guy. I think the community needed a character like that.
Oh yeah, yeah. No, I enjoy watching him. He's good. It's good stuff.
Dracula's good too. Like he did a good video, and he did one with Lynx actually.
Oh yeah, yeah. That was good. That was good. He did. Yeah, he did one with. He was both on Link's and Shaq's actual Dracula. Yeah.
The thing I liked about that was the fact that he had Links that was like he had like a really serious looking like tone video, like it was like like a legitimate type of video where he's rapping like no nonsense and that kind of stuff. And all of a sudden you see Dracula coming in there like with all these freaky teeth and masks and all this stuff.
Yes. Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, that's all I wanted to see. That's all I wanted. It just amused me. It goes back to the look at me, man. It all comes down to the look at me. Amuse me.
Look at me.
Dance for me. Amuse me. That's what I want to see. That's all I want to see. Make it entertaining.
Did you ask for dancers?
Well, no, I didn't ask for a dancer. I don't want your cringy
We
dancers.
have dancers here.
Oh, you have the dancers. Of course you have the dancers. Of course you have the dancers. Jimmy G loves the dancer. Where's Jimmy G, by the way? I haven't seen him forever.
He was in the chat. He definitely in the chat. Oh, we lost him. We lost Comic Journey. I don't know if he hit the button or what he did. We'll see if he comes back. If not, we're going to wrap up because I know Phil's got his show. So definitely want to go jump over and check out Phil's show. But there he is. He's coming back. What'd you do? You hit the wrong button?
No, something went wrong. That's what the StreamYard said. Something went wrong.
That's weird.
What went wrong? I don't know. It was probably the googly eyes in the sky trying to cancel me again. That's usually the case. It is funny. It's funny. Did you catch any of Gary B's watch party?
No, the watch party. No, I didn't watch. I was catching up on some of the TV shows, She-Hulk, and I watched Werewolf.
Werewolf was excellent, by the way.
Yeah, I thought it was really good. Yeah.
In my opinion, I thought it was the best Disney Plus production they've done to date.
Yeah, no, definitely gave you like old horror movie vibes, but I just thought it was well done, and it was great that it was just a one shot, just a one series, one show.
Perfect length.
Yes, yeah, I thought it was great.
Excellent. I like bravo. Now She-Hulk, that's another story altogether. I don't know. What are you?
I mean, everybody's been wanting Daredevil fully to see Daredevil, so we got Daredevil. I definitely think the Daredevil show is going to be a different tone than the Netflix show based on what we saw so far. But yeah, I mean, I've enjoyed She-Hulk. It's been I'm not too critical of the shows. I want to be entertained. And
okay, so tell me exactly what it is you enjoy about She-Hulk. I'm curious.
Well, I just think seeing some of the different characters that we've seen, and I don't get crazy about like, oh, the CGC looks crappy. I did notice a little bit of it.
It does look a little really off, but
I did kind of notice it a little bit in the last episode that it looked a little off because Jennifer Walters was She-Hulk a lot in the episode. But like I said, it's much better than stuff that we've seen. It's not Lou Ferrigno in green body paint.
Yeah, so much better. Lou Ferrigno painted up green is so much. It looks so much damn better than what She-Hulk looks like. I don't know. At least it looks real.
Yeah, no, that's true. Well, it was a bodybuilder with body paint on. So yeah, it better look real.
So like, and he doesn't look. He looked like a green freaking monster, and that's what he is.
Yeah.
That was what he was meant to be. Maybe he didn't need the fro that he had. I never understood why he needed to have so much hair, but other than that, I mean, that worked out, especially for the time. That worked out really, really well. That was excellent.
Oh, excellent. No, the way they did it, yeah. I mean, for a TV show and with no real special effects, I mean, it was just, an actual actor playing the Hulk. Yeah, it was done. That was done really well.
I'll tell you what my problem is with She-Hulk. Other than the CGI, honestly, they should have taken an extra year, 6 months, whatever it took, just to get it better. That's one thing. But let's get past that. I don't like the certain tones and certain things that they're doing with it. One, I think the Professor Hulk thing that they're doing is a complete abomination. Like no pun intended. Like like I think they're destroying this character. Even in the comics, whenever he had Banner's brain, they never had him look like a clown. This guy looks like a freaking clown. Everything is supposed to be funny and stuff like that. Hulk is supposed to be a miserable little character that is always upset. He wants to be left alone. He's never happy. He's Hulk. You piss him off. He's always getting irritated by everything. That's what he's supposed to be. What was the point of making him do yoga with freaking She-Hulk and stuff like that? I don't know. It just
it definitely looks like they're setting something up, right? I think they're setting up the World War Hulk. They're definitely, because we haven't seen him. Right?
I'm all for that.
Episode 1 or 2, and now he's out in space. So
I'm all for that, but at the same time, come on, don't make him look like that. I mean, it was, come on. And with Daredevil, what they did on the last thing, you saw that one, right? You already?
Yes, yeah, I watched that last.
All right, so yeah, spoiler, people. I don't care. How you call it? Daredevil was in the last episode.
Yeah,
he looks clownish too. And Matt Murdock.
Well, I think that suit, they were trying to go back to his original, yellow suit, but they do take a couple shots at it, right? Didn't they say something about?
I'm not talking about the suit itself. I'm just talking about the whole tone they're taking with the character. Like,
that's what I mean. It's definitely different vibe than the Netflix show for sure. Yeah.
She-Hulk gets around. She loves to get around. I'll tell you that much. She's very promiscuous. Very, very promiscuous. That was interesting. And that's how they left off Daredevil and She-Hulk's encounter.
Yeah, he was doing the walk of shame, right?
Yeah, without his shoes on. That was a funny thing. But I don't know. It's just like, I know what they're doing with the fourth. Like, I rather they would have taken more of a Deadpool approach, since they wanted to do the fourth wall break the way they're doing it, rather than what they're doing right now. It's just it doesn't click with me. And I like She-Hulk as a character. I love that John Byrne run. That's my favorite. Yeah. That's my favorite run of She-Hulk.
Did you watch Mrs. Marvel?
Miss Marvel? You mean the little girl Marvel? I did.
Okay, what did you think of that? Because that was,
I thought it was more appropriate.
Different perspectives, right? She's kind of a teenager now. We've got a female, lead as a superhero. So, was interested to hear what you thought of that.
So I enjoyed that show much more than She-Hulk, and I'll tell you why. And it's not my cup of tea as far as that kind of character is concerned. I can't relate to like these teenagers, but I enjoyed it more because it seemed fresh. It didn't seem forced as far as any kind of agendas or anything that they were trying to push. I like the whole cultural thing that they put in there as far as
the whole family, right? Cultural
Pakistani band. Like, I could appreciate that. Like, but at the same time, I'm not a huge database for Miss Marvel stuff, because I haven't read a lot of her stuff, so I'm not sure how accurate or inaccurate it is. But being somebody that doesn't know a lot about her, I was able to watch it and actually enjoy it. I watched the whole thing. It was enjoyable. I like the fact that they try to make some connection. I don't like the fact that they swapped how her powers work.
Oh yeah, they changed. Yep.
Yeah, like she's supposed to be a stretchy person, like a Mr. Fantastic kind of thing, where she stretches her fists and all that stuff. So I don't like the fact that they went there, but I maybe for just for CGI reasons they had to do that to
Yeah,
make
I'm
it
sure
work.
that's probably it. Yeah.
That probably worked out better, so I could look past that. But I thought that was a better show than She-Hulk. Um, She-Hulk's been a disappointment, even though I was looking forward to this one a lot more than a lot of the other ones. She-Hulk was a disappointment. Uh, what else was a disappointment? There was a lot of disappointment. Moon Knight, from my opinion, was a disappointment. I didn't really enjoy it that much, and I got like tired of it. Watching through, I don't think Moon Knight was as demented as he's supposed to be. He, you know, Moon Knight's a disturbed character. He's like a screwed up
Yeah.
Jew.
Yeah. No, I thought the Moonlight Night series for me was a little confusing. I mean, I understand the character and that he has, multiple, personalities and it's a disorder but it was a little confusing to follow because just the way they did it. But I, I thought that the special effects though, the Moon Knight, the way he looked and some of the fight
Much
scenes
better,
and things like that, they were done well.
much better than She-Hulk.
Yeah,
He
but
did a
not
much
not a
better
lot of
job
really
with it.
CGI, right? It was more.
There was enough. They're enough. They had that Hippo woman. She looked better than
Oh,
She-Hulk.
yeah,
I'll tell
that's
you that
true.
much.
That's true. That's true. Yep.
They did what they had to do. Hawkeye I liked as a series.
Yeah, I liked Hawkeye too. I mean, I've liked them all. I mean, yeah, some of them are better than others, but for me, like I said, I'm not that critical. They've been entertaining. So, but I can see.
Hawkeye I enjoyed. WandaVision I thought was really nice and novel, um, enjoyable. Winter Soldier and Falcon was actually very underrated in my opinion. I thought that was a much better show than people are giving it credit for. It was well made. It felt like a movie that was chopped up in pieces.
Yeah, yeah, no, and I think that was strong on like character development for both. Um, the Falcon and the Winter Soldier. We kind of got a little bit more insight on them as people, as characters.
Very enjoyable. I liked that show. But She-Hulk, I don't know. It just Werewolf by Night was my favorite by far.
Yeah, what Werewolf by Night, and that's something that could just stand alone as a, as a, if nobody had any understanding of anything in the comics, that could be just a Halloween type, show that they watch.
They could do nothing else with that character and that theme, and I'll be happy because I appreciated it. Hopefully they do more that's really good. But I was content with what they put together. I'm gonna watch it again.
Well,
I,
and I
I,
thought
I enjoyed that much.
talking about special effects and CGI, I thought Man Thing looked really good.
Yes, but it's also easier to pull it off in black and white.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. The black and white was, but at the end there, where they're sitting together and they're in the woods, he was having a conversation and they were, drinking coffee or whatever they were doing. I thought, because they showed up like a close up of his hand and some of his arms and stuff, and I thought it looked really good.
It was appropriate. It was
Yeah.
really appropriate. I love that they pulled in all these little teasers in there. Like I don't know how well the said like I had to pause it a couple times, especially when they were going through the hall to see all the heads that they had mounted to try to figure out what the creatures were. A lot of
Oh yeah,
teasers
I'm
in
sure.
there.
I'm sure there's some Easter eggs in there. Yeah.
There's a lot of teasers, and there's one that's in there that actually looked a lot like Dracula would look after he goes into his undead form.
Yeah,
I'm not
I'm
sure what
definitely
that's
gonna.
hinting at. If they just do a generic vampire, or if it was the actual Dracula. Actually, there you go, actual Dracula. But if it was Dracula, because if that's the case, I feel very bad for all the people that are specking on Dracula, because that means they already killed him.
You're right. Right.
Think about it. Like if his head's mounted on the thing, he's done.
Right.
There's your MCU moment, and you know. And I'm going to say this again to a lot of people. There's a lot of people spending a ton of money on a lot of books, just speculating on these movies and shows, like thinking that they're sitting on gold. Be freaking careful. Yeah, I mean, be really, really careful with what the hell you're doing, because this is, you know, people are looking at fool's gold. They really are.
Yeah, no, and especially depending on when you buy, right? If you're buying at a high point, you could very easily overspend and never, recoup any of that money.
Recoup any of that money, it could be devastated for a lot of people. A lot of people are buying these things on credit cards, and they're not going to get paid. They're not only
cost them
they're
a
not
lot
only
more.
going to recoup their money, they're sitting there charging up their cards and paying interest on it and all that stuff. It's not a good idea. Not a good idea.
I brought cash to the Comic-Con and a certain amount of money. I had a certain, I had a couple $100s that I spent, and then that was it. And two, I noticed, when you were using cards and that, everybody was charging you tax. Cash was just the cash price. So there was a little bit of
that was one thing. The only bad thing about that, I'll tell you this. Okay, so like right now, I've never sold comics, like seriously sold any comics in the past up until this year, and I'm gonna have to do some kind of I'm gonna have to do declarations on my taxes.
Right. Yeah,
so,
if you sell a certain amount, yeah.
My problem is a lot of these people that you were paying cash, you're not getting a receipt from.
No, that's true.
How the hell am I going to be able to justify this stuff as far as basis for what it cost me?
No, you definitely need, you're going to need the write-off, right? Yeah.
Well, you think about it. You sell something. Let's say you buy something for $20 and you sold it for, I don't know, $30. Okay? Just a very simple thing.
Yeah.
Are you paying taxes on $10 or on $30?
Well, you should. Well, if you didn't, right? I guess if you didn't pay taxes initially, then yeah, I guess you're paying it on 30, right?
No, I'm not talking about sales tax. I'm talking about income tax. By the way,
you're probably paying it on the 30.
I don't know if you saw that story with the lunatic that started stabbing the woman last week.
No,
hear the story?
No, that I don't think I saw I was watching the one about in Vegas, the guy in Vegas, but I didn't hear about the.
Well, that happened right here.
Oh wow.
Yeah, there was some guy that was like schizophrenic that just like ran out, and it's like this woman was walking. He ran out of nowhere. They got a whole thing on video of him just going and stabbing the shit out of her.
Oh wow.
Out of nowhere. Killed her. It was like horrific.
So we're talking Dracula, and actual Dracula showed up. He's here in the chat.
There you go. Maybe that's his head mounted when he's in his undead form.
K-pop is here. Yeah. Good morning, K-pop.
Hello, K-pop. I don't know who's in the chat. What are you bringing up? Because I'm not looking at the screen. I'm just driving right now.
Yeah, no. I don't look at the screen. Just drive.
We don't look at the screen. We just drive until it knocks over, and then
where are you going? It looks like you're just driving around in circles.
I'm looking for parking.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but I'm looking for parking that's not on a meter right now. That's why I'm not stopping at all. And I want to go somewhere that's not close enough to where I'm going, and that's why it's not nice to live in the city.
Yeah,
you see pumps everywhere. You can't park driveways, pumps. Yeah, right here is the site where that happened. It was really. You see all the flowers that are over there?
Oh yeah. I see it up on the left. Yeah.
And that's what happened. The poor woman got freaking slaughtered.
That's crazy.
Really bad. Really sad stuff. Really sad stuff. And the crazy thing is, this guy, they tried to, they made complaints and to get him committed in 2018.
Oh, really?
And the police didn't do anything about him, and the city didn't get involved in any way. And look what happened.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. Oh man, yeah.
A lot of messed up stuff. I'm not going to turn this into politics. But
No, we could go for hours with it.
it is a thing, you know. It is a thing. And the guy was Greek too, which makes it sad because one of our own killed somebody like that. You know?
Oh, wow.
You know, the whole freaking Greek community came to uproar about him.
Drax asking when are we getting Journey committed? I don't think you need to get Journey committed. He's not.
Oh, I've been committed a few times. I'm on the run. That's why I'm not in a location right now.
Oh,
that way they can't.
You should have told me that before we hung out.
You know, that way they can't. Well, then I would have to kill you on the spot. So I can't. You know, I was gonna do that. You know, I'm always on the run. You know, that's how it is. Now Dracula is a different story. Who knows what the hell his story is with his vampire teeth and all that kind of stuff. What's he doing during daylight hours out?
I know he's out. I'm sure he's got the blinds pulled, so he's not no direct sunlight.
Wow.
Dracula says, crazy. Come to Canada, they'll never find you here.
Yeah, and I'll probably never come back if I go to Canada.
He's just got to get over. He's just got to cross the border. That's the problem.
Oh man, Canada. Oof. I really actually want to go to Canada and visit it. I don't know for how long, but Montreal I hear is beautiful. Toronto is a great city. I hear, you know.
Yeah,
prostitution is legal there.
Yeah, Montreal is nice.
Prostitution is legal there, I heard. So hey, it's got a lot of stuff going for it.
I went to Montreal for a friend's bachelor party. Yes.
Did you?
Yeah, this is years ago. This is probably 20 years ago, 25 years ago. But yeah.
Good stuff?
Yeah. I mean, you know, we were there, 10 minutes and then in a strip club. And yeah, there was some.
I heard they have some of the best strip clubs there.
Yeah, there was some shenanigans going on.
Shenanigans, huh? I could imagine. I could definitely.
Not for me, for the Bachelor.
I'm sure. I'm quite confident not for you.
Dracula said he's not for sale.
Really? I was hoping to come and latch onto Dracula. See? Patience works out well.
Look at that. Nice little curb there.
Like car perfectly fits here.
No fire hydrant. Yeah, no meter. Looks like you're in good shape.
Nobody's parking in front of me. Nobody's parking in back of me to crash my bumpers. There you go. Patience is a virtue. Very patient man.
Very nice.
Oh, and I'm just going to give a teaser for you on an upcoming video. I'm waiting for something to come for me in the mail. I won in a raffle probably one of the most epic books I will have in my collection.
Really?
And I'm freaking still stunned that I'm the winner of it. And it's a big, big deal. Very, very big deal. Very, very big deal.
Where did you win it? Instagram or
from a whatnot seller.
Oh,
he was doing like these raffles for a major Grail book, and I'm still stunned about it. I'm like waiting by the second for it to come in, because when it comes in, it's gonna be a big. I'm not gonna give it away here. I want people to come to my channel, watch the video.
Tickle them.
and get a billion views and then become like YouTube famous, and then I'll be awesome. Look at this. Look at it. We got joggers. You saw the joggers?
Yes.
Yeah. We got joggers. We get a lot of them over here.
All right.
But,
well, I think we're gonna wrap up. We're gonna Philtastic's got his stream. I'm gonna pop over in his chat and hang out. And
Philtastic, no more lying.
yes.
Damn you. No more lying. Stick to 7 or 8 minutes or whatever minutes you're gonna put up there. Don't tease me.
All right.
Don't tease me.
Journey, you're gonna stream later on tonight?
I think so.
All right.
Possibly. I don't know. Unless I get canceled by then. Who knows?
All right.
We'll see.
Be on the lookout. Journey may or may not have a live stream later on.
All right. Thanks for having me on.
Yeah, thanks for coming. Good to chat with you again.
Hopefully everybody's getting digestion from their breakfast.
Yeah. All right. We're gonna leave you. We'll leave you with the dancing girls as we wrap up. Thanks everyone. I appreciate everybody coming out. Journey, thanks for stopping in and entertaining us this morning.
Goodbye, guys. Bye.
Bye.
You down with LCS? You down with LCS? You down with LCS? Who's down with LCS? You down with LCS? You down with LCS? You down with LCS? Who down with LCS?
You're still here? It's over. Go home.